We're back. Let's congratulate Weston Wilson first and foremost on hitting for the cycle. He's our boy. Can't help it. 5 years ago, to the date, we as Phillies fans witnessed a feat every single kid dreams of. And on top of that, they actually acted out in their backyard, on the field, a walk-off grand slam. 5 years ago, Bryce Harper hit the bomb of his life up until, obviously, Bedlam Bank. A huge grand slam walk-off to lead into a Diplo concert. So yeah, pretty fucking cool. We're back to make you all happy, cringe, laugh, feel bad for us, want to donate $12 to our Venmos. Thank you for the love. Drunks of the Pond fans, we truly love you. Bring up that sub count on YouTube. One thing we love is a good sub. We may see a backyard baseball game resurgence. There's been rumors, there's been mutters. Their Instagram page is gaining a lot of traction. Tell me you wouldn't be excited for that, Jay.
Yo, listen. Anytime I get a reason to talk about the king, Pablo Sanchez,
Greatest baseball player of all time.
Speedy McSpeedster, Pete Wheeler, and the home run nerd. What the hell is his name? Dmitry Pavlovich or shit. What the hell was his name?
I think you're right.
It was like Dmitry Petrovich. That's it.
Yeah.
Dmitry Petrovich. Dude, kid was the biggest nerd in the world. Had his sweatpants tucked into his socks, but that dude was hitting 500-foot bombs.
Oh, it gives me chills. Reminding me of my youth. Just absolute. Just waking up playing 3 games before school. And my mom be like, you got to get to school. And I'm like, I am sick. And she like,
I think
get in the car.
It's like, I think I have something called COVID. And they're just like, that does not exist.
It's not
Jokes
a thing.
on them. Jokes on them because it shut down the world for like 6
2
months.
years. Papa, I have the black lung. But let's get back to it. Last week's episode was brought to you by the letter F for fucked up. Well, Jaron Duran had 2 Fs flying out of his mouth to a fan. Now, his jersey is tops in baseball sales. He's facing a 2-game suspension. How's that make you feel? Let's get into that. Can Judge be stopped? Honestly. Kenny, it's
No.
incredible. Will 2028 finally bring major league players to the Olympics? At this point, we don't know. At this point, also,
Maybe.
who cares? Who cares? Until then, we don't know because it's the weirdest time to actually try and put a pause in the season. Should be in the Winter Olympics. I'm just saying, it should be in the Winter Olympics. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're kind of wrong because it's not a winter sport. The Winter Olympics is for winter sports. That's why you see snowboarding and sledding and bobsled. Can we just throw like a bunch of MLB players in a bobsled? Can we take all of the Olympic baseball teams and just throw them in bobsleds at this point? Because
Could be
I
fun.
would be down. I'd be
That'd be
down to
fun.
see a Bryce Harper, like Mason Miller. Come on, give me a star. Give me another one. Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
You know, we could just throw these big American heroes in a fucking bobsled, and they have no idea how to manage this thing.
Dude,
Like,
you
let's
put-
get some.
Not even that, dude. You throw Kyle Schwarber, Rowdy Tellez, Dan Vogelbach, and everyone's like, Jesus Christmas, we can't compete with these guys.
Dude, that's
Speaking of
a
Christmas-
big boy bobsled.
Speaking of Christmas, Holy Christmas himself, had a mammoth shot the other night. It was a beautiful, beautiful. It in WWE speak, it was a power bomb. It was a power bomb. It was incredible.
I'll take you one step forward on a power bomb. That was an Undertaker last ride right there, because
Oh,
that ball was going for a life for its last ride.
yes. Are the Phils back? Tonight is showing us one thing, but hang on. Judges, fuck yes, they're back. Okay,
All right, I
now that
like
we
it.
got that out the way, they're showing up strong and powerful tonight against the Nats. Who cares? I mean, it's the Nats, but they're still playing exactly how they should be. Let's get into this week. Kick the show off right. Be sure to like, follow, comment, sub, all that good shit. Drunks in the pond, baby. Jay, let's do it, man.
Hey. Welcome back, man. Episode 21. Dude, I was just thinking about this. It feels like we just celebrated our 10th episode like last week and how excited we were.
Dude,
And
our
now we're
episode
on
can drink.
like
Our episode can drink.
we officially have a legal drinking age episode this week, and that is so cool. I'm still so happy to be here doing this with you, bullshitting, talking about baseball, and just having fun. So yeah, the Drunks on the Pond boys are back.
Dude.
Eric,
And the worst of
Eric's
Theo
out
Von,
this week, obviously.
yeah, he's still recovering. And the worst of Theo Von, happy to be here. Now I'm just happy to be.
We're just happy to be here. That's just how it goes,
Happy to
man.
be, man. We're doing it, and we're doing it right. We're bringing this week in hot because this week is we did our research, we did our homework, and we're going to do our job.
Dude, I can't even tell you the amount of hours I put into research this week. And that's all I can really say because, like I said, I don't want to give away too much just yet. But just know that your boy has been doing his homework. And this is not something that has been fast and easy to do. This has been a process.
Jay hasn't done
But I'll
it
leave it at
since
that.
third grade.
To third grade.
Well, you had to
like
sort your
fucking
crayons
first
and
grade.
colored pencils, dude.
Dude, I think the last bit of homework I did was learning how to write cursive. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, man. And how often do we use that?
When I'm signing them checks, baby, hey.
Yeah, but not getting them checks. Guys, we were kidding.
No.
Please donate $12 to our Venmo.
Anything helps.
Every little bit. I have a kid going to daycare, and $12 would buy at least one bushel of grapes that I can cut up and make into 17 meals.
Shit, son, I'm just trying to get paid.
Well, yep, there we have it. Someone's in it just for the money. Someone wants that bag, and that bag is Jay. Because you're a bag of shit.
Oh, wow. All right. So speaking of the letter J,
Ooh.
dude, we gotta talk Jaron Duran because
Ooh.
this was a thing. Like,
so let me just preface this with a 2-game suspension for throwing out the F-bomb and then the real F-bomb that you really shouldn't say. Pretty rough. It's not something that should happen this day and age. Should have never happened, to be honest. But let's be fair and admit that a lot of these white guys in the MLB are lot of them are Midwest boys, and they grew up a little bit different, but that does not excuse the behavior because let's face it, one of those words is a super no-no. Your mouth should get washed out with soap, but also letting a fan heckle you to the point that you say that. Sorry, Jaron Duran, I'm gonna forever call you Karen Duran because
Man, not
you tried so hard to verbally abuse a grocery store clerk. That's what happens. You made that cashier feel like shit, like a true Karen. Don't say those words. No, no, they're bad words. They're big words. Don't do that.
uh all right. I'm gonna do the thing, and I'm gonna give Jaron Duran a little bit of leniency on this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Mainly,
It's a mistake.
mainly because it was a mistake. It's not one of those things where it's not a premeditated call on this fan. The fan was heckling him, Jaron Duran. I'm not sure what his stats were before it, but he might have been having a rough night. I mean, should he have said it? No. And he said that in the post game interview that, it's not something he should have said. And he did apologize for it. And his teammate Liam Hendricks did come to his defense and said, listen, like, I know Jaron Duran, this isn't who he is.
Yeah.
It was bad timing. He shouldn't have said it. He knows it was stupid and he's going to deal with the consequences. And it's like, okay, like, listen, we're not professional ball players. We're not out there
In the trenches,
162
yeah.
games going through the ups and the downs of the season. We're two guys who just enjoy the game and talk about it. I couldn't imagine having to sit there and just be heckled all night, especially by your home fans. Like, dude, you're at home.
That's what's super weird.
Like,
But also, I mean, it happened in Boston, and Boston has the notoriety of being one of the more
aggressive
not
ballparks.
for not just that, but not forgiving fan base of past people and also
Yeah.
present people. Um, but okay, let's just go back for a second. You said Liam Hendricks, which is a great poll and a great, great person to have on your side for this type of situation because Liam Hendricks himself has two gay parents, and he is, I believe, on part of the committee for LGBTQIA MLB awareness and part of their board, I believe. I know Liam
He
Hendricks is
is.
very involved.
Yeah.
Um, Pretty fantastic that he has his back, but also this could have been one of those situations where he's like, dude, you're not ever going to do that again. I'm the vet. You're the rook. I don't care how long you've been up in the league. You're a rook compared to me. That shit happens again. I will make sure something happens to you. Because, dude, when it comes to this type of stuff, slurs, hate crimes, it ain't good. It's not a good look for your franchise. It's not a good look for your city. It's not a good look for your team. It's not a good look for the player. But the thing that baffles me the most, but it doesn't because, well, like I said, Boston and their history and their present, his jersey sales have skyrocketed to the tops in the league. I believe it's the top 5 jersey sale for the past week. Show us how you really feel, people.
I'll be honest. I was genuinely, I wasn't genuinely surprised because with the way shit's been going for, I feel like the past like 3 or 4 years, people are either on the far left side or the far right side.
At this point,
No
about
one
9 years,
is,
but yes.
no one's in the middle really hearing each other out. Like, people are just having their opinions, and it's, like I said, it's either the far left or the far right.
There's no middle
People
ground.
are
You're right.
saying people are saying he should be suspended for the rest of the year, and he should have he should have to do a tour and go to all these places. And no, I agree. A suspension was necessary. There has to be some form of punishment. You can't let something like that go unpunished. Fine.
Agreed.
But then there's people on the right side who are like, dude, who the hell cares? It's just a word. Like, whatever. Okay, I see what your point. It is a word. And if you really want to go that way, the whole freedom of speech thing, then fine. But there's a time and place, and it's just a completely wrong time and place.
Well, there's no place to use that word
Especially, like I said, you could say it between you and your buddy out in a cabin in the middle of nowhere where no one else hears it. Fine. Whatever. But you're on TV, number one. The TV, the hot mic picked up on it. And by hot mic, I mean a live microphone. So people
not a hot guy named Mike.
No, not a hot guy named Mike. But there probably was a pretty hot guy named Mike there. I don't know.
I mean, I would prefer that one.
so people watching it at home heard it. The fans in the section heard it. So it was.
Oh, it was
pretty loud.
Known.
Like, now, mind you, this is not the first time a player's been heckled by a fan sitting anywhere. Like, this is a thing that happens in baseball. And usually when a fan's getting heckled, or I'm sorry, when a player's getting heckled, it's usually in the batter's box. And, sometimes the batter will turn around and say, like, on a low whisper to where only the fans can hear it. And that's that.
Yeah.
Like, someone may record it and you may see it on YouTube and go, oh shit, look at that. Like, dude, this was broadcasted. Like, this was one of those things.
So,
but
do you think the 2-game suspension was long enough? And also, was the donation to the local Boston LGBTQIA plus cause by the actual Red Sox? Do you think that was enough?
Yeah, I think so. I think a 2-game suspension was more than fine.
And that's without pay, correct?
I'm not sure, but I would have to look it up.
I'm pretty sure if you get that type of reprimand, it's without pay in baseball. I'm pretty sure. It should be. But also, the donation should not come out of the Red Sox pocket. It should come out of his.
I mean, the simple way to put it is I think 2 games is completely fair. He apologized. He came out and said, listen, I have to do better, not just for me, but for my teammates, for everybody in the Boston Red Sox organization, and I am deeply sorry for what I did. Okay, fine. 2 games, no problem. Donation, absolutely 100% agree that it should have come out of Jarren Durant's pockets. I don't know if it came out of Boston's or Jarren's, but I'll just safely assume it came out of Boston's pockets to be like, listen, that was not a representation of, us. Here's some money. No, I think 2 games and a donation were completely fair. I think anything more than that just would have been overkill, if that makes sense. Because
sure, it would have been a little bit too much pandering.
Like, I feel like 10 games would have just been like, dude, listen, like, mistakes happen. And
yeah, listen, we all know mistakes happen. But listen, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of repercussions. So.
Oh, absolutely.
He's paying for it. Or he paid for it. So now that's done and over with. Hopefully the remorse is real and it won't happen again. I really hope that he learned a lesson. I mean, I know he's a kid. But, dude, it's a fucking flagrant word. Don't use it. I just did double F's, you can say. Double F's, he said, no game.
The funny part is, when I found out what he said, I wasn't thinking of it's like, wow, that's really mean to the LGBTQ community. First thing I thought of was South Park with the Harley riders.
Yep. And persuaded by gay advocate groups, the mayor signed a new city ordinance today, making the word fag officially refer to annoying, inconsiderate Harley riders. How do you fags feel about the new city ordinance?
Yep.
I thought of that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know there were Harley riders at the Red Sox game. And I was like, no, wait a minute. Like, it actually does have a different meaning that people still take offense to. And listen, I'm not judging, but I
It's not even
think
that
of
they take
Harley
offense to it.
riders.
It's just that word is still used to offend. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. He hopefully, do the crime, do the time. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen again because I personally didn't like it. And I hope it's over with. So
Yeah, I think so.
let's talk about another pitcher who really hates. He actually hates. How about Austin Adams? Name ring a bell? Yeah. Cut by the Mets in spring training. Listen, AA, you gained a big fan. You gained a couple big fans. They're based out of the greater Philadelphia area. Just saying. I don't care that you play for the A's. Listen, I have all the respect for A's players. That's all I gotta say. The A's front office, that's a double F. It's fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. But Austin Adams,
Yeah,
he hates the Mets.
dude, I
He
loved
hates the
it.
Mets for cutting him. He hates them, dude. Jay, how happy were you to see this?
Uh, I won't lie. I love the pandering. I am a huge fan of pandering, throwing it in the fans' faces. That was amazing. And the best part was, of all the people to come out and have a problem with it, was the damn closer, Mr. Blow and Save himself, Edwin Diaz.
Oh, you mean the guy who
He's
tries to
like,
stick a horn up everyone's ass?
like,
Fuck
of
out
all
of
the
here.
people to come out and be like, you know what, we didn't appreciate that. It's like, dude, why don't you close like 3 games in a row before you start talking about what another pitcher does?
Honestly.
Like really? Are you mad that an Oakland Athletic pitcher shoved it up your ass?
A guy
Really?
that your team released in spring training.
Like, dude,
You're
come on,
pissed about
man. Like,
that?
and see, here's the thing. If someone would have gotten a home run off Adams, he would have thrown it right back in his face. And at that point, it's even.
Yep.
Adams got his, the other player got theirs, and guess what? Everyone goes home happy. But because the Mets lost in this whole fucking debacle, well, now they're upset. Guess what, dude? Shit happens. Your guy struck out. Adams gave you the old "you suck," and you didn't like it. Oh well, my man, do better.
Dude,
That's it.
it was a big, big strikeout to end the fifth inning. The fifth. This dude was fucking hype in the fifth. And he mocks that dog shit, oh my god song. Who's the player that did the song? I don't remember his fucking name because he's a Met.
No, I know who it is. Iglesias.
Oh yeah, the
I
one who
can't.
probably won't be on a roster next year. All right.
Good chance.
He struck out the batter in the fifth inning and yells, "Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit," while doing the oh my god. You're the fucking man, AA. Austin Adams, I would 100% buy your jersey from the A's if I wasn't supporting the A's. I'm not giving that team any of my hard earned, potentially several Venmo requests from our fans of $12 a piece. I'm not giving them any of that hard earned Venmo money. You guys can fuck off. Austin Adams deserves my money. The A's do not. Let's just say it might have been one of the coolest shut the fuck up moments I've ever seen. And surprisingly enough, the second best I've ever seen came from the A's as well. Dallas Braden, get the fuck off my mound.
Oh, the A-Rod. I do remember that.
Dude, it's like, how do they want to leave that stadium? That stadium breathes big dick energy. It does, dude.
My favorite part about the Austin Adams whole thing was what he said coming off the mound. Like, he says, "You guys are fucking stupid. You fucking DFA me? Shut the fuck up." Like, dude, that is...
He's here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Dude.
You can't hate that, man. You can't. Like, that's just such a great thing to say coming off the mound. Like,
Dude's got the biggest dick energy possible when playing the Mets. Dude, if there was one guy in the league who got DFA'd by any team, or I should say one guy on every team that got DFA'd by another team, and they did that against the team that DFA'd them, this sport would be incredible. Every day. It would legit be like, it would be WWE promos all the time. Why'd you do that? Well, they didn't like me, so therefore, I'm gonna shit on them, and I'm gonna make them know it, because I'm better than them. They didn't need me. Trust me, I don't need them. And that's the bottom line.
Now, hold on. On the topic of Austin Adams, I'm gonna bust his balls a little bit here, because I have to.
Yeah, of course.
Did you know that Austin Adams actually set a record in the Guinness Book of World Records?
Is it the same Austin Adams, or is this like a
No. This
potential
is
name mix up?
No, this is the same Austin Adams that threw it in the Mets' face.
Okay.
His record is 24 hit batters in a year. 24 in 49 and 2/3 innings. He hit 24 guys. And that is a record. He said it in 2021. So he can sit here and say, you know, the Mets are stupid. My man, you hit 24 people in 49 innings. Who the fuck are you to talk?
Fucking song.
Dude,
Come on, man. Like
24 in 49 innings. Dude. Wow, I did not know that. That's
a Guinness World Record, my man.
So is he literally an assassin?
Dude,
Is he an assassin?
I actually watched the videos of all the hit batters because I was like, there's no way that's real.
Are they all headhunting?
Bro, he was smoking people. Dude had zero control over any of his pitches. Dude was getting them in the ribs, the ass, the thigh.
Okay, well,
the shoulder.
as long as they're not all headhunting, because
he would have been kicked out of the league by then. Jesus.
Well, I mean, don't forget, Genesis Cabrera hit like 7 dudes in the shoulders or above in a matter of like 2 seasons.
Genesis Cabrera. My God, I haven't heard that name.
That's the motherfucker who shelved Harper in his MVP season.
Genesis Cabrera. What a name.
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Why is it the Cardinals always get people with cool ass names? Like Skip Schumacher goes down as one of the best baseball names of all, and the best jersey numbers. Dude had the
sick.
number. Dude had the number 55 as an infielder.
That's pretty sick.
55?
That's pretty
Come on,
sick.
dude. That's awesome. It's
I'm-
fucking great.
You know what? I'm writing this down. I want to know your favorite and my favorite double-digit players, where it's the same digit twice. Because I can't think of many.
I mean, I can give you 11 for Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Ross doesn't count because he should be one of everyone's favorite Philadelphia players of all time. Not just Philadelphia Phillies, Philadelphia sports.
Philadelphia sports double.
Yeah, we can pause this for next week because I mean, obviously 88
Yeah.
is the number one.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait a minute. 88 is easy.
Yeah.
Gotta love Big E, Eric Lindros.
Hey, Jay, how many times have you worked in deli and you thought 88?
Oh my god, dude. That is a deep inside joke right there. And I love 88. What a
No one needs to
man.
know it but us.
Calling out 88.
Yeah.
I love it. That might be the title for this episode, 88.
No, we can't do that. I'll tell you why off camera.
No?
No, we can't.
But you brought up this in the intro, and it's definitely something to come back to. The same number twice. In baseball, the first person you think of is Aaron Judge, who is absolutely on one right now. Like, my God. There's no way I'm the only one that thought he was going to slow down after the All-Star break, but the dude is just firing on all. Like, he is the unanimous AL MVP. There's no
Absolutely.
doubt about that.
Absolutely. I mean, no one
Like,
close.
Like,
him and
there's
Soto,
not-
him and Soto are just having such an incredible season together. It's insane.
like Aaron Judge has played in. Give me 1 second. I'll give you a direct number. He's played in 955 games, and he's already at 300 home runs.
Fastest
like,
ever.
That's nuts. And the
he
fastest
shattered.
ever.
Whose record did he shatter, Jay?
Was it Howard's?
That's not your favorite candy bar.
Oh no, not Baby Ruth.
Yep.
Yo,
Shattered.
Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is losing records left and right. That dude's not going to have a single one left in the next 10 years. Like,
So
they're
what,
all
dude?
going down.
It's America's pastime.
I
Let's
know.
make it America's present with new records and new
I agree.
bases. How was that happening? Damn. I just said that right off the top. Boom. But anyway, let's really get into the fact that dynamic duo, as much as I hate the Yankees, as much as I dislike Soto as a hockey person, fucking, but God, he is talented. And right now, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are the first pair of teammates in 17 years to have 30 home runs and 100 walks in the season. Guess who the last two were? It was in 2007. Ryan Howard and Mr. Sunshine of my life, Pat the Bat Garland,
The father of Delaware County.
the father of Delaware County and the majority of South Philadelphia. He painted that city white.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
What, dude? The walls were just still wet
All right, we get it. We get it. Jesus.
That was dirty.
Yeah.
But let's just admire that it's been that long since that's happened. That's incredible. And it was 3 years prior to that. 2 other Phillies did it. Jim Thome and Bobby Abreu. Thome and Abreu. Both of them should be in the Hall of Fame.
We
I don't know.
really need to enjoy the fact that this could be the greatest one-off season of all time for a duo, because there is still no guarantee that Juan Soto signs back with the Yankees. Like, this could
Fully
be
agree.
the greatest, like, one-time team up ever. Like, Juan Soto and Aaron Judge, like, the greatest thing ever. And the fact that it might only be for one season is
Man.
absolutely insane to think about.
I'm
I
starting to think about
genuinely,
their like 1-year deals or like trades where someone was
like,
that dominant.
there's no way after this season the Yankees don't look at Soto and go, you know what, it was fun, but sorry, like, we're not signing. Like, you need to put whatever you have on the table and be like, listen, we think that this is the core that we can win with. We need you to stay here. Like, I can't imagine a scenario where Steinbrenner looks at Soto and goes, yeah, you know what? You're good. You can just go. Doors over there.
As a GM, as an owner, there should be absolutely no doubt in your minds. Here's a blank check. But keep it within $1 billion. He's 25.
Dude, the man's been in the league for so goddamn long now. It's
7 years?
It's fucking weird.
He came out when he was 18, right?
I think so. Like, the
18,
guy is,
19? Because, dude, he played, what, 3 seasons with the Nats? 2.5 with Padres? 1.5 with the Padres?
I think just like 1.5, because he got sent there at the
1.5,
deadline.
Yeah. The deadline where we beat them in the playoffs.
I will never understand why the Nationals traded him. Like, dude, you did not need to trade Juan Soto. You could have easily kept the team you had in place and just built around. So,
But
like, why? Why trade him?
Are you talking about the current team they have right now?
I'm talking about Juan Soto's young enough that he could have easily helped carry into the next part of the Nationals build.
Sure, hard to disagree. But with Juan Soto being the only player you had remaining from a World Series team, not good. I'm sorry,
Like,
never mind. You also had fucking Patrick Corbin.
Oh, dude, talk about someone who got carried to a World Series ring. Like,
The guy who'll give you absolutely guaranteed 200 innings a year, but he's going to lose 16 games.
16 games, 6.1 ERA. Dude's just going to blow it and get carried the entire way through the playoffs. Like,
God, I hope we face him this series.
If there was ever a player that should have been kicked out of the locker room during the World Series celebration, it 100% should have been Patrick Corbin.
You did nothing.
Like, the whole team's in there celebrating. Juan Soto is underage, and he's even in there celebrating. Like, you should be locking the door, and Patrick Corbin being on the other side, going, guys, can I come in? But that's what I imagine Patrick Corbin doing. just right outside of the celebration.
See, I agree. Like a pitcher like that should not be involved whatsoever. I mean, don't forget when the Phillies won in '08, guess who got a ring?
The whole team.
Adam Eaton.
God, dude, I hate. Hold on. Wait a minute. I just saw this and I think it's fucking wrong. It says that Weston Wilson is the first Philly to hit a cycle at Citizens Bank Park since David Bell in 2004. JT hit one like 2 years ago at Citizens
road.
Bank Park. No, it was at Citizens Bank, wasn't it?
No, he hit the inside park home run during the playoffs.
We haven't had a cycle at home since 2004. 20 years?
Sounds about right. I mean, like the fact that we went
That just
Utley's whole career, we went Rollins' whole career, and they didn't have one. Crazy. Worth didn't have one. I'm not expecting to see Earl leg in a triple, Howard leg in a triple. Unlikely. But like, surprisingly enough, I don't think Harper's ever done it. Not as a Philly, but I don't think he's ever had the cycle.
So JT hit his in Arizona. All right. I thought that's my bad. They're right. I was just thinking about it. I was like, I remember JT hitting for the cycle, but I could have swore he hit it at home. But
God, you're the sober
I'm
one.
wrong. Huh. I'm wrong. My bad. My bad. Hand up. That's me. That's on me.
It's all right. It's all right. That was a virtual high five because I love you.
Love you too.
So, being that we're talking about durable pitchers, Patrick Corbin, he's only durable because his arm's made of rubber. He's not a good pitcher anymore. He literally hasn't been since he left Arizona. Let's talk about the potential rule change for next year. Just came out today. It's a very unique. What do I say? Suggestion for a rule. I think it's kind of dog shit, but not just any dog, like Great Dane or Saint Bernard. It's a big steaming pile of dog shit. Like an August dog walking down the street, heat wave, 99 degrees, 120% humidity. You're looking at concrete easily boiling at 120 on the tar. That type of dog shit. Manfred has apparently suggested that pitchers, as a rule change, will be required to throw 6 innings if you're a starter. Only 3 exceptions. You'll be removed if you pitch 100 pitches in the game. You give up 4+ runs or an injury. But that injury, well, the removal will require an IL stint. I think, in the end, this will create more injuries because you will force many pitchers. Obviously, the number one thing, in my opinion, that should have been done a long time ago is pitchers should have more durability in their arms. Oh, but they throw so hard now. Yeah, I get it. But that's also strength and conditioning that they can do it. Why is that strength and conditioning? Not given the longevity to last that long, to actually have that many pitches in the game. It's just, that's neither here nor there. The main reason this is even being brought up is to create more runs. Therefore, create more revenue. Because obviously, when you see a more offensive based game, What happens? People tune in more. People show up more. You want that, Manfred? You want that? Bring back the fucking juice balls then. Honestly, you still had some pretty damn solid pitching. You had awesome offensive production with the juice balls. But you also claim they never happened. That's neither here nor there. So I read a huge article. I've read several articles about this all day. It's my day off. I had some fun. I like to read. The Reds GM, Sam Grossman, said it may lead to better drafting in the mid rounds. Why, Jay? To lean on better control type pitchers. That a control upside being a focal point in drafting would mean less of the power pitchers and less of the dominant arms and basically moving back towards like a Greg Maddux type. Obviously, there's only one. More along the lines like maybe a Jamie Moyer type. People who can just slice and dice the strikes in, but they're not hitting 98. They're hitting maybe 91, 92. People who focus on control.
You're talking someone like Kyle Hendricks at that point.
Yeah, but Kyle Hendricks is also 96 years old.
But, dude, when Kyle Hendricks was on,
Dude,
my
he was
man was
incredible.
on.
He was incredible. Like, he was a strike zone beater. He
Like-
lived inside the strike zone. He was a control demon. I don't think he had too many seasons. Let's see. I don't think he had too many seasons that were even like horrible control wise.
Like
Dude, he did not.
He didn't really have the stats that were like flashy or all that great. But when you talk about someone that would just go out and throw you innings, dude, from 2014 to you could probably say 2020, my man was guaranteed to have an ERA in the 2s or the low 3s. Like, my man was on it. No
really
problem.
was.
Like, not a flashy pitcher at all, but he was the guy that you could
He
count
beat
on to
the
go
strike
out
zone.
there and give you 6. No problem.
So look at it this way. My main thing, listen, I don't care about someone giving me 6. I don't care about that. Right now I'm looking at Kyle Hendricks' stats. I'm glad you brought him up because this is fantastic. Roy Halladay, we love him to death. One of the greatest pitchers of our lifetime. I've said it on the pod before. He said it in spring training. One of his number one goals every single season is to have more starts than walks. The max starts you ever see a pitcher have anymore within the past 25 years is 34 to 35 max. I'm looking here. You're looking at 32, 31, 33, 30, 32 for Kyle Hendricks. The most amount of walks he's ever had in the season is 44. That is control.
Mm-hmm.
The ERA and the hits don't always reflect control. The dude lived in the strike zone. So, that's the type of pitcher everyone will be looking for in a draft if this rule passes. Is it good? Yes. No. Maybe. Do we lose the Paul Schemes? The guys who throw 103 and go 5, 6 innings, maybe 1 out of every 5 starts. But you lose the 11 strikeouts in a game. So my big thing is, does that automatically mean, Jay, you know the rule. for a quality start, for it to count. 5 innings and no more than 3 runs given up.
Yeah.
So they're saying every starter is required to pitch 6 innings, but it can remove it if he gives up 4 or more runs. So if he gives up 4 in the 6th, that automatically guarantees him a quality start then.
Yeah, I would think so.
So that's going to change the whole meaning of quality start.
I'll be honest, dude. The amount of rule changes they're trying to make, it was fine when you did the pitch clock because, yeah, the pitch clock did speed the game up a little bit. And I will be honest, there are some
beneficial. It is beneficial.
There are some days where I'm at the ballpark and it's only like an hour and 45 minutes and it's already in the 8th and I'm pissed off because I genuinely like going down to the stadium to watch the game and not being there for at least like 2.5 hours. It kind of bothers me, but you know what? That's pretty much in the past now because the pitch clock's been around for a couple years. Everyone's used to it.
Can't do anything about it.
That's just how it is now. But I hate the fact that they're like, one of the reasons that I read that they're doing this is because like people come to the ballpark to see the starting pitcher. It's like, no shit. It's like we all know we're going and who we're seeing on the mound that day. We know what the lineups are going to look like.
Of course, the Zach Wheeler start's going to be a lot more watched and wanted to go to than a fucking Taiwan Walker start.
Like, why are we sitting here trying to tell pitchers, oh, you have to do this? Like, stop, dude. Stop trying to make all these little adjustments to baseball. There's no need for this rule. There isn't. If my pitcher's having poor control, but not bad enough control to get pulled, like, so what? I'm supposed to sit there on my hands and go, well, we got to keep him out there till the 6th unless we want to put him on the IL for 10 days. It's like, why? If my pitcher's in the 4th inning and struggling to throw strikes, he's just got to stay out there and there's nothing I can do about it unless I want to put him on the injured list. Like, come on with this shit, man. Like, just, I hate that baseball's doing this kind of shit. They keep trying to do these little tiny adjustments because, you know, they think it's going to help with the fan. You know what's going to help with getting more people interested in the game? Proper fucking marketing. Not making these tiny ass rules to try and bring in new fans. Maybe if you market the game a little bit better, the fans will come. Everyone's seen Field of Dreams, right? If you build it, they will come. If you market it, they will come. I am just so tired of all these little dumbass rules to try and change the game and bring in new fans. Like, if people want to watch baseball, they'll watch baseball. If they don't want to watch baseball, then guess what? They're not going to fucking watch it. You could have everyone in the league on steroids, but guess what? If you don't market it, no one's going to know. It's, me personally, I think it's fucking stupid because, no offense, this is only going to hurt pitching more than it helps it.
I agree.
And especially for the pitchers that throw over 100. Like you brought it up earlier, you got Paul Skeens who tops out at 103 sometimes. If Paul Skeens is throwing 103 for balls and it's the 4th inning and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, he can't find the strike zone, but he's somehow managing damage. I can't pull him unless I want to put him on the IL. Like, this is not beneficial at all because now Paul's out there losing confidence because he can't throw strikes. He's walking a ton of guys, but he can't get pulled out of the game yet. This is a shit rule. And I know it's going to pass. Next year, we're going to see this rule in play. And the first time we see this kind of shit happen, everyone's going to be annoyed because it's like, we can't do anything about it. To sum it all up, I hate this goddamn rule. I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, I'm just going to sum it up a little bit better. I hate Manfred. Manfred does not understand what's good for the game.
Never has.
The only thing I'll ever give him is the pitch clock. But that was also being tried in the minors before he even suggested it for the majors.
Yeah.
So, whatever douche can do.
There is one rule in the minor leagues that I think needs to happen sooner than later. With baseball all of a sudden becoming the ump show that it is, where umpires are just blowing calls left and right.
Sure.
I love that in the minor leagues, the batter can challenge. With a just simple tap of the helmet and a turnaround, someone reviews balls and strikes for them, and if they get it wrong, the count changes. We need that in the majors more now than ever, because I am seeing dog shit pitches get called for strikes, and I am seeing great pitches get called for balls. I've been seeing more fastballs get thrown down the middle called for balls this year than I think I have in my entire life. The first pitch of the ball, I think the Orioles were playing the Royals. Royals pitcher throws a ball dead down the middle. Like, this ball couldn't have been any more down the middle. And the Royals announcer, God bless him, he's like, and there's the first pitch, and it's a ball. Okay. I thought it was down the middle. Guess not. Everyone and their mother saw this ball go down the chute. And the announcer's just stunned. Like, first pitch, and the umpire is this dog shit already?
Ridiculous.
Oh, brother. Like, oh, brother. Like, we need that rule if we get that rule, I'll be damn happy. Because, like I said, baseball being the ump show that it is, where umpires are now just tossing managers for no reason, tossing players for no reason.
Aaron Boone's been tossed like 3 times this year because he's Aaron Boone.
Aaron Boone sneezed and got thrown out of a game.
I think he literally did.
Like, Aaron Boone sat there while a fan behind him heckled the umpire, and Aaron Boone got tossed because of it. Like, I never thought the day would come where I said poor Aaron Boone, but what the fuck, dude? Like, what does this dude have to do to not get tossed out of a game?
I like your brother better.
Good old Brett.
He was one of my favorite players to use in backyard baseball.
Old Brett Boone.
All right.
Good time, man.
Enough about Manfred and how much he is a double F. Let's throw out our closing statements for the night, bud. Because let's face it, we talked about a lot tonight. We lived a lot. We loved a lot. I drank a lot. Let's just enjoy a good send off for a nice, easy, calm night that we only got a little testy about. What's your closing argument tonight, buddy?
Obviously, first point, we never miss it. We are going with a on this day in MLB history, and boy, oh boy, if you know me, you know that I love old time baseball. Dead ball era, one of my favorites. And I have 2 players that are my absolute favorites, love them to death. Great Bambino and Big Train Walter Johnson. And let me tell you something, my man. In 1916, 108 years ago today, we had a pitching duel. Babe Ruth of the Boston Red Sox beat Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators 1-0 in 13 innings at Fenway Park, baby.
Wow.
I would love to have been there to watch that duel. Dude, Babe Ruth versus Walter Johnson, are you kidding me?
You say 1916?
1916.
4 years after Fenway opened.
My God, dude.
Two of the greatest names in baseball history, in baseball lore, faced off against each other on the mound.
Like I said, I could sit here and talk
Incredible.
dead ball era baseball for hours upon hours. But that leads me into my second point. I brought it up a little bit earlier. And like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but we do have something brewing at Drunks on the Pond, something that I personally am very proud of. I love the Dr. Evil going right now. But
That was
something
me
that
putting on
I
lip gloss because you're pretty.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
But something that I have been working so goddamn hard on to bring the
Hard on.
fans and yeah, hard on. I caught that after I said it too.
Hard at.
I'm hoping to drop this sometime in the coming week. I'm trying to get a couple more facts in because, like I said, I want this to be absolutely perfect when it comes out. But when the time comes, we're going to have a post about it. Obviously, follow us on all the socials, and I'm going to leave it at that. But Richie, what you got, my man? Bottom of the ninth.
All right, Richie Six Figures coming up. All right. So, did you know there's a guy in baseball history who's broken up 81 no-hitters with a home run?
No, I did not know that.
This is going to sound really dumb, really fast.
I think
And
I know where you're going with this.
It's Ricky Henderson. It's one of the dumbest trivia facts I know about baseball because if you think about it real quick, you're like, obviously they were fucking lead off home runs. There's no way he had 80. There's no way he had 81 chances to break up a no hitter.
I thought you were going Kyle Schwarber.
No. Although he does have, I think it's pushing 28, 29 now, almost 30 as a Philly. But he didn't bat leadoff for everyone else.
I was gonna say I don't think he bat leadoff for any other team he played for.
He did for a little bit with Boston. That's why, it might have been with the Nationals. That's why he was suggested to be the leadoff hitter for the Phillies because he felt really comfortable there. It was just like a suggestion that it made sense for him. And like,
Interesting.
I'm all for it. The dude has proven this year, unlike the past two, that he is a leadoff hitter. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. A leadoff hitter, that's leadoff once a game. So I have one other thing, because that you did two cool things for your closing statements. I just want to say thank you to everyone. And I don't think I've ever felt this much love. And I feel stupid because so many people actually want to hear us talk. We're not smart people. We're just fun people. And the fact that we're more than 500 subscribers for our podcast on YouTube. It's like, absolutely, yes. A round of applause. Our admiration for you guys is just incredible. Thank you so much. We will fuck around and be dickheads to you because it's the Philadelphia way. But also, it's just, we're dicks. We're dicks. Keep our names in your mouth. We appreciate everything that you guys are following, and God, it's fucking fun just to do this, and we really do truly appreciate everything that's so stupid about this podcast. I mean, last week was an anomaly, perhaps.
Yeah.
It was,
yeah.
it was chaos personified. We appreciate, surprisingly, all the love we've gotten on it. Thank you guys so much. We have no apologies for it whatsoever.
No.
It was just fun. Eric couldn't be with us, like I said, because he is still recovering. A whole week later, he's a trooper. He was fine the next day. But thank you guys so much, and fuck it, dude. One of these days, Jay, I want to do a podcast at a pond and get drunk.
I mean, we can definitely set that up. All we need is a table, a phone, someone to help us record, and just share the mic and just fucking go crazy. Like, that's
Where's the
actually.
pond?
Oh, we can find a pond. Pond's fucking. You can find
There's
a
a pond right in front of Uncle Mike's house.
You can find a pond anywhere.
I'm not talking about a public park pond. No. Let's do a pond in
Like,
someone's backyard or their front yard.
We can just go down to the beach, my man. We'll just call that a pond. It's a big ass pond. You know what? I'm kind of thinking, dude. little beach trip, a little trip to the big sandy pond.
Ooh, what is a pond? Just a small amount of water around or surrounded by some land.
The big ass Atlantic pond. Oh, a nice Pacific Coast pond. How about that?
Pacific Cooler?
Listen, my man. Don't threaten me with a good time.
We talking about some Capri Suns?
I can get down like a Capri Sun. Pour a little Sunny D in my glass and we'll talk.
Oh,
How you
dude,
doing?
we can have all the fun drinks.
Listen, my man, we were putting vodka in those little like hug drinks. Remember those like little barrel fruit drinks? Yeah, throw a little vodka in one of the.
Are you kidding me? For my son's birthday at the party, the girlfriend looked at me and was like, "Really? Aren't hugs like a little expensive?" And I was like, "Trust me, a 20-pack is like under $4. Guess what? $3.59. Boom."
Listen, bro, some huggy bombs. Come on, my man, all about that. But I think it's about that time. Like a condom, wrap it up. I'm Jay. That's Richie Six Beers, King of the Sixes. This has been Drunks on the Pond, episode 21. How about it, man? 21. Oh my God, dude.
Cheers to us.
Cheers. Dude, we're going to be doing this for the next however many hundred. But on that note, thank you guys very much. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow. Here's all the socials. And dude, it's only going to get better from here. But for now, Z, do me a favor, baby. Hit that music. We're getting the hell on out of here. Peace.